So we're going to talk about
Family.
family. Because we're a family of 5, episode 5. And we're here at Balisin. Wala pa, mamaya. We'll take photos.
Okay. 10 seconds. Go.
Good evening guys, welcome to my channel. Meron po tayong special guest ngayon.
Take that back. It's not your channel. It's our channel.
Bagong kasal po siya ngayon. So, kumusta naman? Bagong kasal.
So, episode 5, guys. Can you believe it? 2 weeks delayed, pero better late than never.
Actually, 1 month na. We were supposed to record this nung nasa Balisin. So, ito yung intro dapat nung sa Balisin. Yan. Okay, anyway, the reason kung ba't nabanggit ko yun na may special guest ngayon. Parang gusto lang talaga namin magkwentuhan. Gusto lang namin kumustahin ngayon yung buhay may asawa kasi kakasal nga namin.
The way you said that, parang, di tayo mag-asawa. Like, clarification. We've already been married for matagal na, pero civil lang kasi yun. So,
we had a church wedding Feb 19.
So, technically nga, we've been living in sin for like all those years.
Anyway, with that kind of blessing, ginawa yon because para mabinyagan din si Basyang. And apparently, ang napili namin date na gawin yan is Feb 19 na iniisip na birthday nung eldest namin. She just turned 22. Ngayon, nasapawan ba yung birthday niya? Actually, hindi eh. Kasi, kaya relevant yung date na yon para dun sa wedding. Kasi, when she was born, break kami.
We weren't an us.
Oo. So, parang nag-play ng napaka-significant na role doon yung pagdating ng eldest namin, no? Si Chakay. Kaya parang full circle yung nangyari na because of her, nabuo yung family. Na ito ngayon, na family of 5 na. Ngayon, we just want to talk about family kasi yun na nga eh. Parang maganda siguro to para dun sa mga nagbabalak na magpamilya or yung may mga...
Or yung nandoon na sa crossroads kung itutuloy ba nila ang, ang commitment na magka-family. Because being in a family is a commitment. It's not just, you're a member of like
we were just
a group or whatever.
We were just watching yung interview nung
sasabihin mo pa talaga kung kanina.
Nung kay Cheese saka na kay Heart, no? Ang sad na yung plan nila to have a family of their own, yung sariling anak nila. Of course, we all know for a fact na may 2 anak na si Senator Cheese, no? Pero doon nga yung point na during the renewal of vows,
they lost pala, prior to that, no?
They lost
a baby. That's so
girl
sad.
pa nga ata yun. Parang ang sad na parang come to think of it, no? They have it all, tas biglang accept that.
Although that's what she said. Heart said, you can't have it all.
Yun na nga eh. Pero sa amin kasi baliktad eh. We don't have that luxury.
But we feel like we have it all
but
kasi...
But we have kids.
Yeah.
Ngayon, umiiral sa amin minsan dito eh. Ano yung mas gusto mo? Ano yung mas pagpipiliin ka, you have that kind of life na gusto mo, or mawala yon but you have kids. Parang vice versa, parang ganun. Ngayon, thinking of yung sa sitwasyon namin na
mahirap nang mag-decide na sasabihin mo, I would choose the life na ganun, na you have like absolutely, like you have so much money, you can go anywhere you want at any time, pero wala kang kids. Like, can you,
well, ko. Sa akin kasi
like, parang first of all, dapat, sabi ko kasi gusto ko i-explain yung hashtag ko na never have kids. Kasi it might seem like I don't like kids. Well, I don't like kids, pero I like my own.
Hindi, what we're trying to point at, or yung kasi nga para sa mga ikakasal, or plano nyo ba talaga, or parang kami kakakasal sa simbahan nga, pero matagal na, pero is it a plan na talagang to have a family? Na pag-uusapan ba yun? Kasi parang during that time na boyfriend-girlfriend relationship pa lang kayo, minsan hindi na pag-uusapan yun, na how you will be as a family person.
Did we even talk about wanting to expand the family?
Siguro, when it comes to getting to know each other, pag nasa stage pa lang na yun, mapag-usapan nyo how many kids do you like, or yung mga ganong factor, no? Pero never naman talaga na pag-uusapan dyan how you're going to build that family, how you're going to raise a family. Kasi for one, lalo na kami, the reason why it's OA, no? Opposites attract eh. Magkaiba kami. Magkaiba yung upbringing namin.
Family background ko ba?
Oo. So, anong basis natin ngayon pagdating sa ganun? Susundin ba yung
kinalakihan mo, or yung
what I know? Or yung kinakalikan niya? So, siguro nga, you have to strike a balance kung paano. But at the same time, meron kasi yung proper way to raise a family. Iba-iba yan, pero meron tayong mga guiding principles eh. Diba? Like, for example, ako, for one, parang ngayon ko lang nare-realize na nung nakasal na kami sa simbahan, kasi we went through a lot of seminars, and parang nagkaroon ng realization doon na, parang we value so much when it comes to the kids, we value so much yung pag-provide ng education sa kanila. Pero ako, ever since, pagdating sa education, iba yung pananaw ko. As much as nakaka-disappoint yung educational system ngayon, kasi parang ang gusto kong maituro talaga as far as education is concerned is yung kung paano talaga mabuhay ng tama. Kung paano sila makikitungo sa tao, yung mga ganong factor. It has nothing to do with yung tinuturo sa school. Of course, siguro sa iba meron. Like, for example, if it's a Catholic school, baka tinuturo yung mga ganyang bagay. Values or something. Pero, dapat yun yung matutukan ng gusto. I mean, sa akin na personally. Kasi, parang, di ba, recently, nagkakaroon ng debate, diploma o diskarte. Meron yung mga nagsasabi diploma, meron yung nagsasabi diskarte. Pareho naman silang tama. Ang nagiging mali lang doon is, parang ang nangyayari, naghihirap tayong lahat para pag-aralin yung bata, para magkaroon ng diploma. Pero ang natutunan nila, something na natutunan lang sa school. Na, come to think of it, pagdating sa real world, hindi naman lahat ng natutunan mo, ma-apply mo. So, anong point nun? Ang lang talaga, hindi naman sa disappointing, no? Pero parang nakakabahala is, nagre-rely ang chances nila of getting a job kung may diploma, hindi dahil sa dunong. Considering the fact na pag pumasok ka naman sa isang trabaho, may training program naman. Wouldn't that suffice para ang magandang makuhang qualification sana nila is yung pagkatao. Yung pagkatao ng aplikante. So, yun yung gusto namin kahit paano na ma-educate yung mga bata pagdating doon sa pagkatao, more on doon sa pagkatao nila, yung character. So, paano ko gagawin ngayon yun bilang tatay? I have my own set of principles as much as baka nga iba rin kay A. So, paano namin babalansehin ngayon yun? I think more than pagbalanse, ano doon yun nga, yung magiging guiding principles, may mga 10 commandments, doon na natin i-base. Diba? I mean, it's a touchy subject, lalo na pag religion na pinag-uusapan. May kanya-kanya tayong set of beliefs eh.
True.
Pero, whether we like it or not, yun yung nagsiset nung standard sa pamumuhay natin ngayon. Yung belief system na yan, saka yung politics behind everything ng mga nangyayari. Like, so, ano ba talaga yung nagmamatter? Lalo na when raising a family, or establishing a family. Sa case ni A, she came from a broken family.
Yeah, because my parents, they didn't work out. I don't think they tried. With all honesty kasi, surprise kasi ako. My dad likes to use the word surprise baby, pero at times,
I'm pregnant. Surprise!
At times, I felt like I was the mistake. Although, syempre, pag tatanungin ko yung magulang ko, you weren't a mistake. But obviously, I was, because they got married because my mom was expecting. And it's not a secret, my mom didn't want to marry my dad. Di ba? Allegedly. That's what she said. So, yun na nga. They had me, they had my sister, and then it didn't work out. So
yung sister mo, si Koy, chance baby. Kumbaga, they were trying to work things out.
Maybe. I never realized maybe they were trying to work it out.
Pero yun na nga eh. Ang kay A, ang naging mindset ngayon niya, pag magkakapamilya siya,
hindi magiging ganun. Like, I will fully commit to whoever, kumbaga. Actually, naging choosy ako eh. Super. Feeling ko.
So, yun na nga. Sa akin naman, ang naging guiding principle ko talaga ever since, the way my father siguro parang raised us in the sense na yung pagiging tatay, yung fatherhood na ano niya sa amin. Gusto kong i-apply. Pero syempre, and along the way, madami kang mapipick up eh. Na, ganito, ganyan.
Na makikita mo. Like,
oo. Ganun din naman sa sarili namin, sa cases namin, no, na we may have our own parenting style. Pero baka hindi rin applicable sa mga bata. Kasi along the way naman, sa mga kids, may mga ibang factors, may mga ibang elements din na magiging influence sa kanila. So, mababago din yun. So, ang pinag-usapan namin kanina, parang there's no perfect way
to raise children.
Kasi magdidepend yan. But we have a guiding principle. Gaya na sinasabi ko nga na nakaset naman yun is may mga standards tayo. Pero, paano natin i-apply yon or ituturo sa kanila yon? The mere fact na they're being defined by certain factors or elements or mga influences na talagang kakaiba rin. So, alam mo yun, kaya nga we're not trying to sound like dapat ito yung gawin kasi we feel din naman yung mga tao. Lalo na for a struggling family. Kami, we've been together pero lately, I mean sa later stages na nung family life namin, dun pa talaga yung challenging na mga sitwasyon, no? We've been struggling. I mean, until now, we're still struggling.
Hindi lang halata.
But, we're happy.
At the very core kasi, we are happy. Pero we could be happier.
Yes. Oo naman. But then, yun na nga sinasabi namin kanina, going back sa pinag-uusapan namin. No? Like, kung pagpipilian ka. Kasi kami, yun sa case ni Heart, no? Halimbawa, nangyari sa amin yun.
It did sort of happen because we did lose.
Ayun, okay. Pero ibig ko sabihin, what if we have that kind of life, no? Yung lahat ng yaman nandiyan, no?
Tapos pinapili ka.
Pero either yon or to have a baby. Minsan, oo, doon yung point na baka nga mas maginhawa yung pamilya natin kung meron yun.
Although,
pero pag kami iniisip, no matter how annoying our kids could be, at times, most of the time, we love
I cannot
them.
picture life without.
Oo, yung, alam mo, may isip mo na tipong, yeah, hindi, I can't imagine life without them. Iba na yung, pag naging magulang ka na, iba na eh. Hindi naman to yung na-picture kong buhay, o buhay pamilya na naisip ko dati na mangyari sa akin.
You probably thought you'd be like so successful with like all these things. You're providing all your... Ako kasi hindi ko naman pinicture talaga magka-kids. Kaya nga ako nagkaroon ng hashtag na never have kids, di ba? Not because I wanted to get rid of my existing children. No, it wasn't that. Nag-start yun kasi parang, alam mo naman kapag magka-friends kayo, mga mommy friends, ganyan, tapos magkakayayaan. Tapos, usually, pag nanay ka na, you tend to say, I can't more often because ang priority mo, hindi para gumimik. Ang priority mo is to, be at home and take care of your child, diba? Yung paminsan-minsan, I get it, pwede naman eh. Oh, pero, yun na nga, during that time kasi, ako yung parang, no, I can't, ganito, ganyan. Tapos, meron akong na-witness dati, kasama ko yung isa kong friend, si ex-friend, na-witness namin dati. Parang nagalit yung isang mommy dun sa anak niya. Tapos sobrang, as in, kulang na lang kalad ka rin niya yung bata na sobrang galit na galit. So, tapos parang ako na-shock ako kasi parang, oh my God, that's so crazy. In public yun maraming tao, tapos ganun. Although foreigner kasi, tapos we don't know how they raise their kids, diba? Pero na-shock ako kasi not only was that embarrassing for the mom, I'm sure, pero yung dun sa kid, diba? Harap ng mga friends niya, ganun. Tapos pinapagalitan siya, sinisigawan siya in a different language, but still, alam mo, galit yung nanay, diba? Tapos kulang na lang, kalad ka rin niya, pinapalo, hinahampas niya yung mga ganun. So parang ako, nag-comment ako dun sa friend ko, parang that is why you never have kids. Kasi for me, parang, why even have kids if you're gonna treat them like that? They're just being kids in the first place. Oo, kailangan natin sila pagalitan, kailangan natin sila disiplinahin. Pero to a degree naman na, that's borderline abuse to me. Yung ginawa nung nanay dun sa anak niya. Like, if I were braver, I guess, I would have, stepped in and said, hello, wag naman ganyan. Like, you can do that in private. Or like, hello, I think you've embarrassed him enough. I think he learned his lesson, diba? Pero like, not my child.
Being a parent, ano yan eh.
So, doon nagsimula yung never have kids. For me, in-explain ko lang para alam nila. Kasi baka may isipin nila, parang, grabe naman yung never have kids. Like, kasi dami-dami may gusto magkaanak. Tapos never have kids.
Kanya-kanyang ano lang yan.
Not everybody was meant to have children.
Pero yun na
is my point.
Oo, but the point is, ayaw niya ng bata.
Ako?
Pero dumating yung time, nagkaroon na siya ng sariling anak. Na iba yun, na bago yun.
Kids are so annoying.
So, kaya kailangan minsan, titignan nyo rin kung ready na kayo maging magulang. Kasi hindi naman yan, alam natin, may mga challenges or may mga pressure minsan na, kailan mo ba ako bibigyan ng apo? Or kailan ka ba magkakaanak? Ang tanda mo na, wala ka pang, yung mga
First of all, if you're watching this and then you're one of those people, stop that. Number one, it does not help. And number two, you don't know how, baka yung person na pinagsasabihan mo nun, sobrang nagsastruggle to have a child, pero alam mo yun, with all the pressure, wala, mas lalo na pa-pressure, hindi makapag-perform. So, just stop, don't ask.
Hindi makapag-perform. How's this?
Diba? Like, just stop. Talk about the weather. You have nothing else to say, talk about the weather. Diba? That's always a safe topic. The weather. Diba? Like, how are you liking the weather or something? Do not ever ask.
Boring.
When are you going to have... Kesa naman maka-offend ka. Nakaka-offend yun actually, tatanungin. Or like yung, diba? Like, kaya nga kayo kakasal. Like, why?
Or siguro, may way naman to find out. Diba?
Yes, talk them on social media.
No, I mean, kung personal yung conversation, pwede naman pag-usapan ng tama na without pressuring them into having kids. Kasi,
also,
makipagkwento ko.
And what if wala naman talaga silang balak, diba? And there's nothing wrong with that. Diba? I mean, ako nga, hindi naman ako fully prepared to be a mom. I was, you know, it just surprised them. Surprised baby din si Chikay. Pero, I mean, yun nga, yung sinasabi ko sa kanya kanina, hindi ko man yun ginusto. Ngayon, naiisip ko, yun yung plan sa akin ni Lord. Kinailangan ko si Chikay para mag-grow up ako. Diba?
Mm-hmm. Well, yun na nga, there's no easy way to do it. Minsan, nakikita natin sa iba, parang madali lang. They have all the resources. They have all the means. Pero, behind it all, mayroon palang emptiness, may lungkot, yung ganon. Or, vice versa. Sa case namin, we have the kids, we're okay. Pero doon din yung point na, resources-wise, wala kami.
We could have more.
Diba? But at the same time, minsan mapapakita kasi parang responsible mo. Pero believe me, may mga issues din. Like, nabanggit natin kanina, how annoying kids could be.
Because, oh my God, they
Grabe,
are freaking annoying.
Lalo na ngayon, na we have a teenager.
We have an adult, we have a teenager, and then we have a toddler. Toddler pa ba siya? Kid.
Oo, kid na.
5 na siya eh. So,
Magsi-6 na nga sa September. So, iba-ibang generation.
So, iba-ibang, ugali. Oh
iba-ibang ugali. So, we're actually dealing with 3 kinds. Yung may nag-adulting, na
parang hindi pa rin adult, pero dapat adult na.
Pero at the same time, ano din yung parang adult naman na kumakaasta, hindi na dapat namin yung mga ganun. Pero they have to understand, we're still your parents. Diba? Kahit na tumanda ka na dyan, kahit na maging lolo na kami,
ang hirap.
Lola, ganun pa rin yung tingin namin eh. Diba? As much as, yun na nga, dealing with the teenager. May teen angst na.
Ikukwento ko pala, since hindi ko pa nakwento din sa kanya, ikukwento ko sa inyong lahat live. Kanina, Chikay and I were having a conversation while I was cooking dinner. We were talking about, kasi malilipat yung ex niya dun sa store where she's working. So, magkaka-work ulit sila. After, like, a year na has passed. Diba? So, napag-uusapan na namin yun. Tapos, parang napag-usapan na yung sinasabi mo sa kanya dati na masyado kasing mabilis yung mga nangyari, ganyan. So, ngayon, sabi ko sa kanya, parang yung takbo ng conversation namin, napunta dun sa, nasabi ko sa kanya tuloy na. So, ngayon, naiintindihan mo na kung bakit sinasabi ni Daddy noon na masyado kasing mabilis yung mga pangyayari, di ba? Pero, ngayon mo lang na-realize yan, sabi ko. Kasi during that time, nung sinasabi namin sa'yo yon, you were on the defense. Na parang, no, ganito, I know what I'm doing. Ganyan. Pero now, because it's been a while, you've had the time to step out of that, and then look at it from our perspective. So, na-realize niya na parang, okay, tama nga pala si Daddy. Pero she's not going to say that to you.
Well,
So,
ganyan naman.
pero
Ano
di
naman
ba,
natin
parang
yun.
ako, natawa ako kasi parang, so now, alam mo na, he was right when he was saying na, di ba, you should have done this.
And quite recently, doon naman sa teenager namin.
Oh my goodness, teenagers are
I
such
was trying to point out something. Pero iba yung pananaw niya. Pinagpipilitan niya yung pananaw niya. Nagalit siya sa akin dahil lagi daw akong tama.
That's so crazy.
Parang I was taken aback because
the way
parang,
he said it to you.
parang
The delivery was
very defensive at the same time. Yung conviction was there na parang galit eh. Na parang,
no, it's funny. During that time, it was not funny.
Oo, pero yun na nga, andun yung point na sana hindi umabot sa point na ma-realize mo na tama rin ako. Kasi hindi naman ako magsasabi ng isang bagay na talagang ipapakita ko na para mapahiya lang.
Just
kasi
saying it for
this is, kumbaga, it has something to do with yung magiging magkaiba natin. So, ando doon sana yung point na intindihin mo na lahat ng gagawin ko para sa'yo. Or maintindihan mo. Alam mo yung ganung factor. So,
cliche na kung cliche, pero diba, papunta ka
alam mo, sabi ko dati, ayaw ko yan eh.
Pero it's so cliche, pero when I was talking to him, yung teenage kid namin, nung nagkaroon ng discussion, nag-snap siya and all that. So, hindi sila okay. Ako kumausap sa kanya para sabihin sa kanya na, as cliche as it may sound. Pero, it is true. We've already gone through it kasi, di ba? Ikaw papunta ka pa lang, pabalik na kami. Nakauwi na kami. Aalis ka pa lang, parang gano'n. So,
pero yun nga, the reason bakit ayoko yun, I never
cliche kasi.
Hindi lang yun.
Pero may point
No, hindi lang yun. Kasi nung kabataan natin, ayaw rin natin ginagamit sa atin.
That's true.
To the point na sabi ko nga, pagdating ng araw, hindi ko gagamitin yan. Kasi ako, for one, I will never ever claim na alam ko ang lahat. So, it's a learning process for me pa rin. Ganun pa rin yun. Kaya nga, never akong kumbaga, with that kind of conviction, talagang sasabihin ko tama, hindi ko gagawin yan kung talagang hindi ako sigurado. Kasi ako, for one, it's a continuous learning process. Kaya ayokong gamitin yan kasi ako mismo papunta pa rin doon sa mga kailangan kong matutunan. So, minsan baka nga magkasulubong pa kami. Lalo sa panahon ngayon, ang daming bago na hindi ko alam. Di ba? So, ando doon yung point na possible na darating yung point na papunta pa lang kaming pareho. Pero in this case, syempre, yun na nga, gaya na sabi ko, hindi ko ipagpipilitan kung hindi ganun yung sitwasyon na. Pero yun na nga eh. Hindi ko alam kung mental breakdown, nag-snap siya or something.
Napikon siya kasi diba? Hindi niya ma-express yung gusto niya sabihin. So, parang on the defense ka agad. So, naiintindihan ko yun kasi feeling ko ganun ako eh. Feeling ko that was more of a me coming out. Kasi may instances sa pag nag-argue na kami, sasabihin ko sa kanya, parang pag wala na akong masabi, di ba? Di ikaw nang magaling. Sige na. Di ba? Like, I hate it, pero he is always like, maybe because he's like super old, so you're ancient, so you know things.
Ibang case naman dun sa
bunso.
Sa 5-year-old. Na parang, alam mo, typical bunso na...
There's something wrong with their generation. Ang tapang nila.
Pero yun na nga eh. Kahit ganun.
Yeah, kahit ganun.
Kami siguro yung mas naiintindihan talaga namin yung 5-year-old kasi nga, bata pa yan eh. Diba? Kaya mas nakakasakit ng damdamin yung mga pinaasta ng mga matatanda.
Oo, kasi dapat they should know better.
Pero, alam mo, yun na nga ganyan sinasabi naman, hindi mo naman matitiis eh. Pero minsan, you really have to be firm. Minsan, gusto ko talagang, nabanggit ko naman dun sa isang episode natin na minsan, what if it's too late? What if may mangyari? Yun yung kinakatakutan ko. Pero, ngayon, siguro kaya namin gustong pag-usapan is yung point na kailangan namin kayanin din yung certain adjustment na yun na we have to be firm. Siguro, dala na rin yung point na when we got married dun sa church na nga, parang biglang, hindi ko alam kung some divine intervention,
Na-enlighten ka.
May enlightenment na nangyari, parang, oo nga, parang, kailangan din talaga may certain, level of, yung pagiging stricto natin minsan na talagang, firm kung firm, makakasakit man sa kanila o hindi. But they will realize na, tama. Like, for example, yung kinikwento kanina ni A na-realize nung adult kid namin na, oo nga, tama. Pero what if hindi nga dumating sa ganun? So, it's something we have to accept. Pero at least naging firm ka because alam mo, for one, yun, kailangan siguro ang maipamulat natin sa kanila. Whatever we do, it's for them, hindi para sa atin. Na minsan kahit na hindi popular para sa kanila, hindi sang-ayon sa kanila, pero it's the right thing to do, so be it.
Although, kasi nga ako naiintindihan ko, at that age talaga, lalo na yung sa teenager, yun yung sinasabi ko sa kanya. Parang, mas naiintindihan ko where he's coming from because, I don't know, mas naiintindihan ko lang kasi, parang, nakaka-relate ako sa kanya. I mean, like, siguro ando dun yung point na, maybe I see myself a little bit in him.
Tingnan ko lang. Yeah.
Sabi ko sa'yo, hindi talaga mako-cover ng 30 minutes ang parenting because it's very tricky.
Anyway, we still have more episodes to come. We're still hoping na
maybe may part 2 na lang.
Halos ganun naman lahat ng episodes namin.
Laging may...
So far,
diba? Mali nyo mag-guest kami ng bata.
Wala pa rin naman talaga kami ganun karaming mga viewers.
Hindi, marami tayong viewers pero hindi sila nagsusubscribe. I can see you all viewing it. I've got stats. So,
mag-subscribe na
kayo. I know.
Pero sa mga 13 subscribe, 13 na ba yun?
I have no idea.
Very negligible. 13.
I mean, like, do not pay attention to stats. We're not doing this for the clout anyway. We're just here trying to document.
Pero, syempre, support nila. Thank you. Thank you dun sa mga supporta. Sa 30 subscribers. Friends natin yung mga yan. So, thank you. Pero, imagine mo, sarami ng kaibigan natin.
I know. How unfair.
So, diba? Ganun naman eh.
Unfair ko na sila.
Anyway, till next time. Okay, so I'm O.
He is O and I am A. And together we are
ang OA.